Trevor's office?
Diana.
Steve, I've been looking all over for you.
I've been trying to get a hold of you, too.
Oh, well, I just got back. Where are you?
At a football game.
I just get in from a 2-hour meeting with Secret Security, and you're at a football game.
Now, take it easy. I'm on business. In fact, I want you to watch it, too. It's being televised on Channel 5. I'll explain later, okay?
Yeah, right. I'll be waiting. Business. This I've got to see.
He's fading back. He's going to pass. Looking for a receiver.
Another game like that, they'll be in field goal range.
Settle for a field goal?
No, they'll probably pass for the touchdown. If they don't make it, they'll still have time for the field goal.
Have you noticed any of the problems you told me to look out for?
No. But remember, the Knights are 3 points down. They came into this game a 16-point favorite. It's already an upset. Go, 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 go. He'll call in his wide receiver. Big win. Now there he is now, number 83, talking to the coach. They call him Blue Fingers. Caught that ball with his eyes shut.
I think maybe he did have his eyes shut.
Now remember, Steve, this place kicker has a 98% success ratio inside the 25-yard line. And they're on the 22.
But if you're right about what's
He'll
going
miss.
on...
See what I mean?
That these games are being fixed?
About 5 or 6 weeks ago. Every weekend since then, the team that's been most heavily favored to win has lost, and always for the same reason.
Well, that seems to be a bit much to chalk up to coincidence.
That's what I said. Only I couldn't get anyone at the Physical Fitness Council to listen to me. Finally, I made such a nuisance of myself, they passed me off to you people.
Well, as of now, I am passing you off to Diana.
For which, needless to say, I shall be eternally grateful.
Well, I wouldn't speak too soon, Bill.
Anyway, if this thing continues, it could seriously affect national morale. Well, as you know, football is the closest thing to religion for a lot of people in this country.
And if organized gambling interests have found a way to control who wins and loses.
That's who you think's behind all this big-time gambling?
Somebody's cleaning up every time a favorite team gets creamed.
Oh, good. How much you into me for this time?
Well, I believe I wagered $1,000 on the underdog at 5-to-1 odds.
Yeah. You got 5 big ones coming. There's your bet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Reno.
Thank you. I do hope I haven't depleted your resources.
Tell that to all them poor boobies who keep betting the favorites. I'll tell you, though, the boys upstairs, the really big ones, laying the odds and keeping the books, they're going to figure whoever keeps winning off what ought to be the losers knows something they don't.
Oh, let's just say that I have a system.
How come for 6 weeks now you've never laid a real bet on me? I mean, with the streak you're riding, 5,000 is peanuts.
But 5,000 was all I needed this week. I'll see you next Monday.
Yeah, same time, same wager. Hey! You're weird, you know that? I mean, really weird.
Hey, Angie, you see this? Fire bombings at 2 of Terwilliger's warehouses last night.
I thought we were laying off Terwilliger. I mean, last I heard, he was coming around to our point of view.
The ugly truth is he was.
You mean we weren't the one that was playing with the matches last night?
That's right.
Then who's putting the heat on Terwilliger?
10-1 it was O'Hanlon. I mean, we got to stop that punk from Philly.
Hey, well, are we going to do something about it? I mean, he's been poking around our bookies, and now he's trying to muzzle in on the retail operation.
You know, maybe a phone call is in order. Get Mr. Lawrence.
There he is, my favorite college graduate.
Mr. Beamer, what a surprise.
Yeah, kind of like the one I just got. When something was called to my attention, something highly unusual, something I didn't like.
What was that?
Somebody's been betting on long shots. Somebody's been winning on long shots consistently. Somebody in your territory, Mr. Capucci.
If the organization were getting hurt, I'd check into it.
Well, of course we're not getting hurt. That's not the point, Mr. Capucci. You with your fancy college degree missed the point.
You think somebody's fixing the games?
I think there's got to be a reason why the best jocks in the country do everything but hand a ball to the other team when the odds are heavily in their favor. And you know what else I think?
That O'Hanlon's responsible.
I think a rival organization is fixing the games, laying money with our bookies and cleaning up. And I think I don't like that.
Yeah, but there's nothing we could do about
The point, Mr. Capucci, you were about to miss it again. O'Hanlon's got a secret. And the only secrets I like are the ones I got. Any others are unhealthy. You know what that means, Mr. Capucci, unhealthy?
I know what it means.
Good. It'd be a real shame for all that education to go to waste.
Go get Louie and bring him here fast.
Ira, Diana needs the name of a bookie. Someone who might know of anybody who's been betting consistently against the favorite teams in college football.
The term bookie is imprecise.
Okay, bookmaker. We need the name of a bookmaker.
Of what significance is a binder of books for publication to gamblers?
No. Odds maker. How's that?
Why didn't you say so?
Yeah. I thought we were going to be here all day.
No such luck. The name of an individual known as Lou the Lithuanian has relevance to your request.
Oh, where can I find him?
On most Saturday afternoons, he can be found at the Sip and Bite Deli. He is partial to their egg creams.
Very good. I'll have Diana bring it back a pastrami on rye.
Make it corned beef, pull the mayo. Ha, 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 ha.
Okay, Louis, let's go. Come on, Louis, let's move it. Come on.
Don't. Hey, wait. Help me! Somebody help me!
You wait here.
Hey, you guys, let him go!
Are you all right?
Hey, those guys. Don't let them get away.
I'm afraid they already have.
Wish Wonder Woman had stayed around a while.
Why is that?
I wanted to thank her for helping me out.
Oh, well, I'm sure that she knows that you're great. How's her head?
Not much better. You know, seeing double isn't so bad after all. Make a pretty good-looking set of twins. Oh. Well, what do we do now? Blew the only lead we had.
Well, I was thinking of talking to some of those ball players who've been responsible for the upset in those games.
That's a great idea, because we can do that tonight.
What's tonight?
The Old Timers Club is giving an awards banquet right here in Washington. All the top college players will be there, as will we.
We will be doing no such thing because you might have a mild concussion. I'll go alone.
I hate sending you off all by yourself. You know, some of those jocks can be real lady killers.
Well, don't worry, Bill. If any of them get out of line, I'll penalize them for 15 yards.
Oh, hiya, Harry. Louis here. Look, I gotta ask you a question.
Angie,
You know anybody
what
who
do you
can play
think?
some bets on
Should
underdog
we lean on
college
him a
teams
little?
and winning?
No, he's scared witless.
Yeah.
You start leaning on him, he might self-destruct.
Oh. Well, if you hear anything, let me know, huh? Okay. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Looks like I ain't doing so hot. I mean, I called about everybody I could think of.
Well, then you'll have to try some more, won't you, Louis? Because it will be good for the organization to find out who this guy is. And what's good for the organization is good for you. On the other hand...
Who? I just thought of somebody else.
Oh, fine, Louis, fine. Why don't you phone that somebody else?
Yeah. Hey, how are you, Louis? What can I do you out of? Hey, it's funny you should mention that. I got a guy been doing just that. Betting the underdogs for the past 5 or 6 weeks now. Nothing big, but consistent, you know? Well, listen, who is this guy? I mean, where could somebody, like, lay hands on him?
Professor Brubaker, I presume?
Yes, I'm Brubaker, whoever you are. And look, I'm in the middle of a very important experiment. You just can't come walking in here like this. You leave right this minute, or else I'll have to do something drastic. Oh!
You shouldn't talk like that to Mr. Capucci.
Thank you, Sam.
What do you want with me?
What I want, Professor, putting it bluntly, is in on your little scam.
My little scam?
Now, you see, Professor, since your name came out of some research I was doing a few hours ago, I had you checked out rather thoroughly. Working in a highly controversial field of endeavor. So controversial, in fact, that you're unable to secure grants to finance your experiments.
Because they're a bunch of narrow-minded pea-brains.
Oh, but you can't really blame them, can you? I mean, remote control of kinetic function is rather obscure, wouldn't you say, Professor?
As if a mobster like you has even an inkling of what kinetic function is.
I have an inkling that you can make football players drop passes, miss field goals, and generally mess up when you're controlling them. And I also have an inkling that you're doing so at the behest of some other organization.
Organization? I do it for myself.
You've had no dealings with Mr. O'Hanlon?
I just do it to get money for my research. As you said, I cannot get a grant. Isn't that something?
Oh, Professor, your worries are over. From now on, you get all the money you need.
No, thanks, but I've been doing just fine.
Don't fool yourself into thinking you have a choice, Professor, because you don't. I want a demonstration. I want to see you make people's muscles do what you want them to do.
Well, I was doing an experiment here with Rex.
No. Not Rex, not rats. People, athletes. I hope you didn't have any plans for tonight, Professor. Perfect. You can see the whole room.
Come on, Diana. I'm telling you, we were made for each other. Fly back to the coast with me after dinner.
Well, I would, except that I have to talk to some of the college players here.
Yeah, and I thought quarterbacks are supposed to throw passes. You've been making passes at this poor kid since you walked in here.
What are you, Ohio's mother?
They all so uncouth. Listen, let me take you away from all this.
I'm sorry, but I'm on business. Isn't that one of the quarterbacks from the Ohio Chestnuts over there?
Him, yeah, that's Teddy Davis. But I wouldn't go ask him about last week's game.
Why?
Not after you threw 5 interceptions, 3 of which got run back for TDs.
Besides, your salad is here.
Well, what do you know? Saved by the salad.
Okay, Sam, you and Nick get busy.
Only remember, do it discreetly.
And then poor Davis just seemed to fall apart. He even threw one pass clear into the stands. Darn mosquitoes. Can't they figure out a way to keep bugs out of a fancy place like that?
The darts are absorbed in the body within 20 minutes. But before they dissolve, they act as receivers for the signals I send out on this.
And the signals transmit scrambled messages to the brain, which foul up muscle control.
Yes. I can even transmit to a higher brain center, the one that controls emotions.
Davis.
What would you like to see first?
Roman Gabriel. He got a cramp in his left foot. Now, Lawrence McCutcheon, can you get him to spill his wine and start an argument with the waiter? Hey, dummy, look what you made me do. Sam, you and Nick start spreading those darts around fast. Get them all on their feet. Confusion.
That's what we want, a whole lot of confusion.
without. Why did I do that? And why aren't you clean? Okay, get ready to pull out.
I've never been so mad in my life. I never hit a woman before, but that was the first time for everything.
Now hold it! You guys are gonna hurt yourselves.
Her name's Diana Prince. She's a government agent.
She was the one that was at that dinner last night.
Yeah. She threatens to become a thorn on our side because of this man who's currently working with her. His name is Bill Michaels. He's currently on leave from the Physical Fitness Council. Apparently, he's as concerned about those football upsets as we were.
So now we have both of them in our hair.
Need I say more?
I hear you. Coming.
Yeah?
Sorry, sir. Package for Miss Abergast?
Is who?
Abergast. Natalie Rose Abergast. Want to sign here?
I never heard of the lady. You have the wrong apartment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea where I may be able to find her?
Well, you see, I don't know if she's in this apartment building or not. Why don't you try the manager, first floor?
I'll do that.
Right.
I just saw a girl heading for Bill Michaels' place. And Michaels just took one in the neck.
All right, Nick, you did fine. Give him a few minutes. I want her completely off guard when we pull Michael's chain.
What do you want me to transmit?
What else? Same murderous rage.
He could really kill her, you know.
Squeamish? Just show me what buttons to push.
Bill, what'd the doctor say about your head?
He says it's still connected, but I did take a pretty good lick. Well, that's not anything, though. You should have seen some of the things that happened to me when I was playing basketball for a living.
Well, no offense, but I'm glad I didn't.
Say, I understand things were pretty wild last night. Tell me about that.
Wild isn't the word. All of a sudden, 8 or 10 of the football players just went berserk. I mean, it was the craziest... Okay, Bill, knock it off. Bill? Hey, Bill. Bill?
What hit this place?
You did. What? It's really not your fault, Bill. See, I think that this is what made you do it. Come here, I want you to take a look at this. Use this. It's the only way you can get a close look at it.
Oh. Well, what the heck is it?
Well, I don't know. It was embedded in the skin on your neck. It raised a slight welt.
I guess I'm just allergic to circuitry. Look at that, Diana. See what it's doing? It's self-destructive.
It's too bad. I'd have liked a chance to really study it. Well, at least now we've got an idea what's going on.
We do?
Well, if we don't, I know a certain computer that will.
That's what I figured, Mr. Beamer. The Knights are a 35-point favorite. The odds are 10-1 in their favor.
And you think 1 million will do the trick?
It's a small enough amount that if we spread it around to all O'Hanlon's bookies, it won't upset the odds. But it will gross us a tidy 10 million when the Dusters win.
Only $1 million will do the trick.
We'll be able to do to O'Hanlon what you thought he was doing to us.
$1 million of organization money.
It's a sure bet, Mr. Beamer. Brubaker came up with implants that last 2 hours instead of just 20 minutes. I mean, we just can't fail.
I'm going to trust you, Mr. Capucci. Do you know why? Not because of your impressive educational background or your youthful eagerness, but because I'm going to entrust you with $1 million. Because I know that you know that if anything happens to those funds, you'll be one sorry man.
Listen, there's no problem, Mr. Beamer. Look, I'll be in touch.
Did he promise you a promotion after we do a job on O'Hanlon's bookie?
Oh, yes, something like that. Where's Brubaker?
Kitchen. I'll get it.
He's probably fixing himself a bike. He's been a little green ever since we come back from Bill Michael's place.
Yeah, the professor has the sheltered life, hasn't he?
The professor's not in his room and the door's open. I think he's split.
What? Look, don't worry, Angie. We'll find him and bring him back.
Hold on. Just hold on. It has just occurred to me I can operate the professor's device just as well as he. And perhaps he's outlived his usefulness to us anyway.
Yeah, but he knows too much.
We'll put a contract out in due time. I'm sure he's too frightened now to do anything but run.
Professor Brubaker's ready to head for the hills. Almost as if he knows his name came out of your computer.
Look, Bill, why don't you go in through the building and see if you can't talk him into coming along with us peacefully?
Right. What are you going to do?
Well, I think someone should stay here in case he comes through one of these windows.
Oh, it sounds like you're taking the heavy part of the job.
Believe me, Bill, I won't get hurt. Well, you of all people should know that I can take care of myself. Right.
Please, I'll give the money back. I just needed new equipment for my experiments.
So you used your invention to change the outcome of football games, and you bet against the teams you tampered with.
All right, I admit it.
You also used one of those darts on Bill Michaels, so he nearly killed Diana Prince.
I didn't want to do that. Mr. Capucci made me do it. He's taken over my invention. But I didn't want any part of murder. That's why I ran away from him.
Angelo Capucci?
The mobster, yes. He's going to do something really big. He says he'll win $10 million on one football game.
Which game? What team?
I don't know. I didn't hear. I was too busy running away. That's them. That's them. They've come to get me for running out of them.
No, that's Bill Michaels. Listen, I want you to forget I was here. Surrender yourself to him and Diana Prince. They'll protect you and give you a chance to make up for what you've done if you cooperate.
Oh, please. Please. I'll cooperate. I want to cooperate. Just tell me what you want me to do.
Bill, you need some help?
No, I pretty much got everything under control here.
Well, what happened?
Now, this is the football game Capucci will hit. The one between the Colorado Knights and the California Dusters, right?
Affirmative. It is the only upcoming game in which the organization could win the amount of money Brubaker specified.
But the Knights are 35-point favorites in that game.
You did indicate that Angelo Capucci has a way of controlling the outcome of the game, did you not?
Well, yeah, but I just didn't want to send Bill and Diana off to California to watch that game when the game they really should be covering is in Kansas.
Trust me, Steve Trevor.
As if I had any choice.
What about your needles in your haystack?
Well, at least we know it'll take Capucci a while to throw the game and make sure it stays. It gives us about 2 hours to find him.
Say, do you have those pictures?
Sure. So does every other agent that the IADC field office could spare. Pretty soon there'll be about 50 pair of eyes looking for these guys.
We don't even know for sure they're going to be here.
These are my cousins from Ames, Nick. Phyllis and Gilbert.
Welcome to California, girls.
Thank you, Nick.
Why don't you girls get on the bus? Nick will explain the assignment to you.
And give you the special equipment we prepared for you.
Everything's moving right on schedule, Mr. Beamer. Yeah. All the bets have been placed. All is in order. Yes, I am well aware of how much you trust me.
Welcome to California, boys. Hope you fellas leave our home team more or less the way you find it. Not too many broken bones, okay? You better watch your break. We should be at the stadium in about 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy the ride. If there's anything you need, don't forget to ask one of our lovely hostesses. We already asked her. There you go, Bus Driver.
First and 5, and we gotta go for the.
The trainer asked us to give you your vitamin drinks on the bus.
Fellas, come here. Where have you been?
Yeah, but where? We've covered almost half the stadium already.
Which means we only have half to go.
Set. 21, 28, 34. Hook, hook, hook.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, in all my years of sportscasting, I have never seen anything like the incredible debacle that is taking place before my disbelieving eyes today. This Cherry Bowl championship team, unbeaten in its last 12 games, and a heavy favorite over admittedly one of the weakest college football teams in the nation today, is making error after error, mistake after mistake, in the most dismal display of athletic asininity that this reporter has ever witnessed. And that's telling it like it is.
That's it. We've covered the entire stadium. The only people we've seen have been other IEDC agents. They haven't had any better luck than we have.
We know Capucci's here.
Oh, yeah.
What did Professor Brubaker say the maximum range of his transmitter was?
About a mile, I think. Yeah, a mile.
Maybe Mr. Capucci just doesn't like crowds.
What?
Nothing. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Yeah, sure. Nothing like a good, clean football game spending an afternoon.
The tackle was made by Kennedy, now held on the line of scrimmage. Walk down and 1 yard. Attention, Dr. Lander. Dr. Lander, please report to the main ticket cast.
Transmitter. Drop it. What are you going to do once you get up here?
The authorities have decided not to prosecute you, Professor, mainly because they don't think they could ever convince a jury you did what you did.
And then that's it? I can leave?
You're a free man.
Oh, but what about Capucci? I heard his lawyers got him out on bond 10 minutes after he was arrested. He'll try to kill me. He is so mean. I know he will.
I think that Mr. Capucci has enough to worry about all on his own, Professor. The Knights Dusters game is being replayed this weekend, fairly and squarely.
And don't forget, all bets still stand. I don't think Capucci's superiors are any too happy with that $1 million investment.
My guess is that Angie will soon be fitted with a cement-lined swimming suit.
Thank you. If you'll excuse me now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Brilliant man. I wonder if we've heard the last of him.
Ow!
Diana?
Oh, not to worry. It's a for real mosquito.